Hello friends, and welcome to today's video where we're going to talk about Jimin Set Me Free Part 2. Now, I want to say I could be reading into this, I know, but I saw one tweet about it and I can't get it out of my head where, hear me out, okay? Twice just came back and released Set Me Free. My Twice review is coming. Before you ask it, my Twice review is coming. I already have the notes done, I just need to film it. But Twice just released their new album with its title track, Set Me Free. Jimin just released Set Me Free Part 2, and it just feels a little shady. Like, okay, for context, I got into K-pop in 2015. We've talked about this. In, 2016 to 2018, you could not avoid the Twice Bangtan comparisons. Like, they were everywhere, and it just feels shady to see how, Bangtan has only grown from there. I might argue they've peaked. I think they peaked in, 2021, 2020. But, they've definitely, transcended K-pop in a lot of ways. Whereas Twice has really just declined since 2018, and I just find that fascinating. That was a bit of a tangent. This is not the Twice video, this is the Jimin video. So, let's go over this is going to work because it is a little unique because I'm doing a digital single. Normally, I would run through an album's track list to give you my thoughts on each song and then give the album a score out of 10 at the end. However, this is a digital single. This is the pre-release, so there's only this song to talk about. So, I'm just going to run through the song, give you my thoughts on it, and then I'm going to give the song a score out of 10 at the end. However, I do have some disclaimers before we continue. Disclaimer number 1. This song came out how long ago? 15 minutes ago. So I am 2 listens in. I took all these notes. I just looped the song when I took the notes. So I listened to it twice, but my opinions on it very much may change over time. Second disclaimer, my standard one. Everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to agree with my opinion because, as the mug always says, I have to be careful with the spoon. There's tea in here again. Music is subjective, and that is great. Alrighty. Now that we have all of that out of the way, let's get into Set Me Free Part 2, and we need to talk about this background music because this background music is going off. This background music is doing absolutely everything. The opening especially, it's so grand and orchestral. I loved it. The rest of the song is good too. The entire background music is great, but the opening had me floored. Background music aside, as for the song, as a whole, I'd say it's fine. To be fair, I don't love a ton of Bangtan solos, at least in their post-hiatus era that we're currently in. A lot of them have just been missing for me. I hated Hoseok's album. Namjoon's album, also not for me. Hoseok's new single with J. Cole, I will not lie. When I saw J. Cole on screen, because I watched the music video, I didn't even read it. I just clicked on the music video and I saw J. Cole in it, and I was like, J. Cole, you are too talented to be in the song. J. Cole is too critically acclaimed to be in this song. We're getting off track again. We need to refocus. My point is, I don't like a ton of the post-hiatus Bangtan solos, the ones we've gotten in the past year or so. I don't like a ton of them. So, this one, I didn't, go into it expecting to love it, because I didn't like any of the past ones, but I will not deny this is still probably my favorite of them. That said, I didn't love this song. The verse is decent at best, if you ask me. It's just, they did all these effects to Jimin's voice, and Jimin is a good singer, and especially the nasally effect, I really didn't like that one, but just in general, the verses were kind of a miss, if you ask me. As for the chorus, it's complicated, because on the one hand, I was somewhat into it. I could have gotten behind it. However, it was also very, very repetitive, and if you know me, you know I don't like overly repetitive choruses. So, that brought it down, and also, it just wasn't giving as much as I was hoping it would, which also brought it down for me. However, that really brings me to, my core issue with this song, which is that it's so clearly meant to be seen, which is fine. Jimin is a phenomenal dancer, so it is not a leap to say that he's making a song that you are meant to see live. That makes total sense for him. However, there are songs that manage to toe that line really well. My go-to example of this is Taemin's Drip Drop. Drip Drop is absolutely meant to be seen live. However, as a song, it still manages to slap. Whereas this song, while I can tell it's meant to be seen live, and don't get me wrong, I think a live performance of this song would leave me shaking. It would shake me to my very core. I think it would be exceptional. However, just as a listening experience, it's not great. Score time. Overall, I'm going to give this a 7.9 out of 10. I cannot deny I am disappointed because I consider Jimin to be one of the more talented members, at least when it comes to, his solo songs. I've always enjoyed Jimin's solos and, his little unit moments. So I can't deny, I was somewhat hyped for this release. I wasn't, crazy hype. Again, I've never liked a Bangtan solo of the hiatus era, let's call it. So I wasn't like insanely hyped, but I did expect I would like it the most. And while I do like it the most, I did have higher expectations because this song just isn't giving. Like, unfortunately, it's not what I wanted. Jimin is an excellent dancer and a good singer. He could have given us a Taemin level slay. He could have given us Press It level slays, and he just didn't. To summarize my feelings on this song, to just wrap it up. Background music, absolutely god tier. One of the greatest background musics I've heard coming out of Big Hit in years, if not ever. Actually, no, not ever, but definitely in years. Like, one of just the most impressive background musics, at least, like, I would say it's one of in their top 10. However, the song itself just doesn't meet that same level. It's not as good. It doesn't hold up to the background music that the opening background music had me so excited, and then the song just comes in and it brings it downhill. However, it's not a bad song. That said, I cannot in good consciousness give it anything even close to like a whole B, not even a B minus, so it gets a 7.9 out of 10. And yeah, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment your thoughts on the song down below. Let me know how you feel. Tell me how wrong I am. Tell me how right I am. Tell me whatever you want. You can also like and subscribe if you want to or don't. I will be okay either way. And if you want to hear more from me, you can follow me on Twitter at @_reviews. I'll link that in the description along with every other Bangtan review that I have done. So you can check all that out if you so choose. But yeah, thank you again for watching. Bye!